What's up YouTube, it's Gordon here from 2 Bear Studios. We are back in the studio and today we are doing a review of the GoDox ML60. So let's get into it. Alrighty guys, so a couple of months ago I got my hands on the GoDox ML60 and it's been a great light to use in all of my studio work and all of my on-site work over the last few months. I've been using this light intensively and I'm really happy with the results. So let's go into what actually comes in the box, or should I say the bag, and then we'll go into a bit more details about the actual light itself. So what's in the bag? First things first, it actually does come with the bag. The bag itself is very well made. It's got, it's just nice, soft, it looks good, looks stylish, and it's actually very well constructed. It's sort of hard enough that it's protecting the light, but it's also soft enough that you can just sort of chuck it around the back of the car. It doesn't really matter too much. So in the actual bag itself, you've got everything that, everything that comes with it. And it's all separated by its soft liners to make sure nothing goes where it shouldn't be. So let's have a look what's actually in the bag itself. First things first is obviously the light itself. So this thing is not much bigger than a large beer can, maybe Coke can, a little bit bigger than that, but it's a good size. It's not too big and bulky that it's hard to carry around. It's light enough, and it's yeah, it's a great little light. Obviously, it comes with your plastic cover, like all LED lights should, and it's nice and simple just to take that off. Never run the light with that on because it could melt. So, yeah, the light itself. It also does have a little plastic lens over the light, so you're not going to actually damage the LED, but you don't want to go damaging that lens either. So keep the cover on it. On the bottom of the light, you've got a standard mounting hole there. You can't see it very well. I think it's a 1/480 thread. And you've got 2 dials and an on-off switch, and obviously your power and your LED display on the top. So these are very good little lights. I was really happy with this. Alrighty, the great thing in my opinion about the GoDox ML60s is the fact that it's actually a battery powered light. So it can be plugged into mains power of course, but it can be run on batteries and run on batteries very well. There's no limitations for it to be running on batteries. To run it on batteries, you come standard with this battery plate, and you put 2 of your MP style batteries or your Sony style batteries onto this to run. I've heard that the smaller batteries don't run as well as the bigger batteries. I've only got the bigger batteries, so I can't test that to tell you. So very handy to have that. It comes with a standard light stand attachment. So basically you can put your light stand into the bottom of there and the light hooks onto the top. Let me do that now. Alright, so this bracket actually acts as 2 things. It can be put onto a light stand or a standard style light stand, and of course it can be used as a handle if you want to use the light handheld. So it's really handy for that. And the battery plate clips onto the front. Comes nice and handy. And has a little kickstand so that you can actually, I haven't got anything to sit on, I'll show you that later. So you can actually hold itself up like that. If you don't have a light stand, you can just put it on a desk or something on the other side of the room to give you the lighting if you need it. So. If you are going to run it on AC power, and to be completely honest, so far 90% of my use has been with AC power. It has a massively long power cable. I don't know how long it is, but it's actually really stupidly long. And obviously comes with your proper power pack. Mine's obviously the Australian version, but alright, what else comes in the box is you have a standard or a Nice little diffuser thing. Now, one thing with the GoDox ML60s and a lot of the new GoDox range in this smaller form factor is it's gone away from your standard Bowen mounts to its own GoDox style smaller mount. So that just goes straight onto the front of the light like that. However, your standard Bowen mount won't fit onto that. So you've actually got to use an adapter, but I'll come back to that a little bit later on. Also in the pack you have a couple of Velcro straps. For the few times that I've run it on batteries, you sort of haven't quite worked out how to use it properly, to be honest. It seems a bit awkward, but that goes around your light pole and this holds the batteries all in place. It's a bit sort of weird, so, but it works nonetheless. You have a series of other cables as well. So you've got a short cable, so if you're going to be running it in this format here, so the cable's long enough to go from, go the right way around, to go from the battery pack into the light. And then you've got the longer one as well, so if you're wanting to run the battery pack on the floor or something like that, you can actually do that as well. So, alrighty, so for your batteries, as I said, it does run on the Sony style MP batteries. I'm running a couple of the newer brand ones. They seem to work really, really well. I use them for my monitor, and I also use them for the light and a couple of other bits and pieces that's sort of starting to become a growing set of kit, which is working quite well. And these batteries actually seem to be lasting really, really well. So definitely a good source of power there. Work really, really simply. They just plug in as they should. And if you press the button on the front there, not sure if you guys can see that. Out of focus because I'm too far away. It actually tells you how much power you've got left, so in the batteries, which is really, really handy. So let's get my little power cord. And let's turn it on without blinding you. There we go. Alright, so that is actually only set at 21%, which is really, really low. Let's crank her all the way up. Obviously that is now super, super bright at 100%. So, drop that right back down. Alright, so fan noise. Fan noise is actually not an issue. You have the option of turning the fan on and off. If you have the fan off, it will only run the light up to 50%. It will not go above the 50%. However, I've used it extensively with the fan on and I don't hear it. It's definitely not an issue in my opinion. So let's crank it all the way up. I can just hear the fan running, barely. Only if my ear is right next to it. And it's more the fact that I can actually feel it than hear it. So, alright, so as you can see on the back there, it's a bit hard to tell on this side here. So basically you've got your percentage up and down there on that side. And then this side here is your different functions. So your fan on or off, currently the fan is on. You can run it on a remote. The remote is sold separately. That was a big disappointment in my opinion, GoDox. Thank you for not putting that in the box. And then you've got some special effects. So, alright, so special effects one's like a paparazzi type flash type thing. That's number 2. Number 3. This is like a fireworks effect. Another fireworks type effect. Another one again. This is like a 70s style TV, giving you a bit of a flicker. So if you're wanting to have that sort of flicker in the back of your shot, this will definitely work for that. And this is a light bulb. I'm sure what the light bulb means. So, haven't really played with the special effects all that much, to be completely honest. It's not something I've used. I do want to get into using them, but I just haven't had that opportunity yet. So that's a basic rundown of the settings inside the actual light itself, which is pretty fantastic. As I said, it is a great little light. Going back to the mounting system. So, as I said, the light itself comes with its own, they call it the GoDox mounting system. It's much, much smaller than your standard Bowen mount. Just gives it a nice small form factor. GoDox have been smart about it and have brought out a range of soft boxes and other diffusers, all to match this system. At this stage, I haven't got any of those. The only one that I have got is the one that came with it. So if you've already got yourself a set of Bowen mount diffusers and stuff like that and don't want to go out and buy any more, you can go and buy the S2 mounting bracket, which is what I've done here. The light itself just fits straight into here. Screws down at the top so it doesn't fall out and is nice and secure. Good thing is it works. I mean, then you can just use your diffusers that you've already got with your standard Bowen mount on the back. However, they haven't put into play any way of attaching the light, the battery power pack to it. I guess that's what these things are for. But as I said, I haven't really played around with them too much. They seem to be a little bit awkward in my opinion. So, one of the things I really do like about this bag, I mean, it's just a bag, it is nothing special, but it's actually given me that ability to carry those extra things that I've always sort of never had anywhere particular for them to go. Being a running gun style shooter that's always on the move, I don't like to carry around big Pelican cases or big boxes of stuff. To my opinion, it gets a little bit awkward and a bit bulky. I like to have everything in my backpack or in another little bag. I found this bag is big enough to hold some HDMI cables, a good size extension cord, and a power board, so I've always got enough bits and pieces to actually get the job done no matter where I am. Definitely a big plus. The bag is fantastic. Alright guys, that is basically it for this light. In my opinion, this is a fantastic light. Here in Australia, I think it retails for around that $300 to $400 mark. I'll put a link below to one of my affiliate links below. Yes, if you do click on that link, I will get paid a little tiny bit, but you don't pay any more, so there's affiliate link, just putting that out there. This is not a sponsored video. This is, I bought this light with my own money, and I actually really like this light. So, if you've enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button. I've cracked that 100 subscriber mark. Woo! So thank you to everyone out there who has subscribed recently. I really appreciate every single one of you. But that's it for today, guys. If you have enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment below. Let me know what type of videos you'd like. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this or what other style of video you want to see. But otherwise, that's it for today. Have a good one and peace out. Alrighty, so I've moved the camera a little bit closer so we can all see what's going on. So on your back here, let's see if I can get that into the right spot. Ow, that really doesn't work, does it?